innuendo. Your moves are monotone, they got no crescendo. M&E about to pop a new momento. Please understand I'm not the sharpest of pencils, but I leave full of lead and erase you in all your kinfolk. Him don't understand what I'm talking about. Kids float down here, now watch me walk it out. This hoe right here think he can play me like a banjo. Oh dear, we got a brother like Orlando. When Shaq man, they all lost all the magic.
Oh shit, what are you guys doing here? Hey. Woo. Man. Oh man. Alright, Monoxide, shut up. Oh man. Woo, just got back from seeing the new Stephen King's It, the 2017 remake, I guess. I don't know if it's a remake, I don't fucking know. Anyway, we just got back from seeing Stephen King's It, and you have tuned into another Ninja's Rambling review, and in this review, as you can't guess, we're going to be reviewing Stephen King's It. First thing I want to do before we would start any of this is I want to do this. For all the people involved with this movie, from the actors to the production team to the directors to everybody in between, I would give you a standing ovation, but I don't fucking feel like standing up. But you deserve it, motherfuckers. You fucking deserve it. Now, in case you didn't know, I am a huge Stephen King fan. And my favorite Stephen King novel has always been and always will be It. You know? And I was a huge fan of the miniseries and stuff. And when I heard they were remaking this movie, making a movie of this adaptation of this, I was like, oh man, I hope they don't fuck this up. And then I saw Pennywise pictures and stuff, and I was like, oh man, he looks creepy, but I hope he don't fuck this up. Because how is he going to compare to Tim Curry? Because, you know, Tim Curry is iconic as Pennywise the Dancing Clown. Then I saw the first teaser trailer, and I was like, okay. Then I saw the first actual trailer, and I was like, yep, sold. We're gonna do this shit. Let's do this. Fuck. So, from here on out, I watched like 2-3 more. I think I watched the next trailer and then like a couple of the TV spots and stuff, and more I saw the new Pennywise, I was like, oh man, this dude's gonna be great. And I'm gonna stop watching all this stuff because I don't want to see any more of the movie, because I really feel like, because in the last couple weeks before this movie came out, they were just dropping clip after clip after clip after clip, and then last night, the night before last, people were just uploading clip after clip after clip of just stuff they filmed in the theater, like Georgie's death and the end fight, and I was like, God damn, I had to stay away from YouTube and stuff. But since I know what you're here for, you want to know, is it good? I mean, is it worth going to see? And I'm going to tell you, fuck yes. Fuck yes. This movie is fucking amazing. Look, I know you probably heard everybody give it good reviews, and everybody's been giving it good, just saying great things about it, except for those 1 or 2 guys who think they're fucking film goddamn, like they're fucking master filmmakers when they probably, you know, when they've been to 1 goddamn semester of film school, and now they think they know it, they think they're fucking Martin Scorsese or Steven Spielberg or some shit. Literally, I've heard 2 people badmouth this movie, and that's for the stupidest fucking reasons. Anyway, but yes, this movie is fucking great. This movie is fucking amazing. Shit, man, like, everything from the fucking cinematography, the way it looks. This movie looks damn good, and I cannot wait to get the Blu-ray and watch this bitch in HD on my big ass TV here. I cannot wait to watch it, man. And they fucking kill this shit, dude. So, you know, and you know, you got to give credit to like, you know what I'm saying, the people behind the scenes, man, because just everything from the wardrobe to the fucking town itself, like everything is fucking perfect and stuff. Now, Now we're gonna get into spoiler territory because honestly I cannot. So to close out the non-spoiler review, go see it. It's fucking amazing. Now, getting over to the spoiler territory. So if you haven't seen it yet and you don't want to be spoiled, even though there's not really, if you haven't already seen the miniseries and stuff, there's really not that much to spoil in this. Or if you read the book, there really isn't that much to spoil. But we're gonna do that anyway because fuck you, I done seen it. But if you haven't seen it, you don't want to be spoiled, stop watching, go watch it, come back. We'll have fun talking about it. Anyway, so let's start with let's start with the actors. We're gonna start with the kids because in a movie like this, the child actors, man, can make or break this movie. And let me tell you, motherfuckers, hey, these child actors fucking knock this shit out the park. Fucking grade A fucking child actors, man. And the crazy thing is, they kind of put themselves in a really bad spot for the second movie because now they gotta have adult versions of these kids from this movie, and these kids are so fully fucking realized in this movie that, like, they're gonna have a hard time casting the adult versions that's gonna live up to these kids, man. Because these kids, whoa, Harry Anderson and John Ritter, not gonna cut it this time. But damn, man, like, whoa, these kids, dude, like, and we'll go through each one of them and we'll just, I'm trying to remember things, man, because, like I said, we just got back, but it's been, like, I've been doing other stuff before we just got back and do my review, so I'm trying to remember stuff, but we'll start with the kids. We're gonna talk about each of the kids individually. We'll start with Bill. A lot of people before this movie came out were really worried because Bill didn't stutter at all in the trailers. No, Bill stutters all the fucking time. Like, every guy, almost every fucking thing that he says, dude, he stutters. Except for this one part where he gives his speech. Did you see, you hear it in the trailers, but he gives a speech when they first go to Neibolt Street. And, when they first go to Neibolt Street, and then, they, you know, like, he gives them the whole, like, if we don't do it, nobody will, and what if it was one about that whole speech you hear in the trailer? And it's cool because Richie notices that he's like, hey guys, he didn't stutter one time saying the whole thing and shit. And I was like, yeah, he's right. But these kids do, like, Bill's probably, like, he's everything you would expect him to be, as the main hero type character of the, and the leader of the, and the de facto leader of the Losers Club and stuff, man. But he's spot on. He even has the bike. They don't call it the bike by name like in the novel or the old miniseries, but he does have silver written across it, which I thought was fucking dope. And the thing I like about Bill in this movie, and because like this is one thing I'm gonna be saying a lot as this review goes on. This movie was way more faithful to the novel than the miniseries. Way more faithful, man. Like, way more faithful and stuff. And so, like, the thing of this, man, you can really see Bill's whole sole driving force in this movie is that he's gonna fucking find his brother. And then once they encounter Pennywise, and his driving force after that is, I'm gonna kick this fucker's ass. Like, we're gonna kill this dude. And shit, right? But the thing is like, he doesn't know through basically the whole goddamn movie of his brother. Like, he doesn't believe Georgie's dead and stuff. And through the whole movie you see this, dude, just the way that he acts, the way that he talks, like, everything, dude. And this kid does such a great job of conveying that conviction and stuff in Bill to, we're gonna figure this shit out and stuff, man. But yeah, we'll move on to my second favorite member of the Losers Club. Yeah, boy. Hold on. It's your boy, Mike from Stranger Things, man. Motherfucking Finn fucking Wolfhard is Richie Tozier. Motherfucking Mike from Stranger Things. Yes, Finn Wolfhard is, if you probably didn't know already, and I know there's like 2 of you out there that probably didn't know this, but whatever. Like, yes, that kid is destined to be a fucking star someday. Like, I mean, like huge star and stuff. That kid, as far as comic relief, that dude has some of the greatest lines in this movie. Like the part where after the rock fight, the shit he says at Henry when Henry's running away. Oh my god, dude, my entire theater fucking fell out on the floor laughing. Shit, man, like, this dude was just on point with the quips and stuff, man. It was way, you could like that was kind of my problem, like because Richie's one of my favorite novel characters. And that was kind of the problem I had with Richie in the miniseries, is that even though Seth Green did a really good job of portraying him as the young Richie in the other one, a lot of his jokes just came flat. They just fell flat and stuff. But with this new one, man, like this kid, dude, like oh my god, like this kid killed it. Like dude constantly talking about dick sizes and shit, man. And like oh dude, it was fucking hilarious, man. Like he was a much needed like levity, like something to tamper down all the crazy shit that was going on, man. And he was great, dude. And then and probably one of the highlights of the movie. All right, let's move on to another member, and probably the other character is going to be a breakout performer when she gets older. Is the girl that plays Beverly Marsh. This girl is actually a really good actress. Only thing is, man, it's just at some points during the movie she looked way older than the other kids, man. Especially whenever she first meets Ben and stuff, man. Like, she just looks like, because they're all supposed to be in the same grade, I think. And she looks like she's like at least 2 or 3 years older than him and stuff. But, yeah, but this chick, man, she probably has the most, like, as far as like the kids' home lives and stuff goes. The material that this chick has to work with, man. Ah, man, I give that chick much props for having to act through all that weird ass shit. Cause damn. But that chick is gonna be something one day. I'm telling you, right? I'm calling her right now. You can come back to this review 20 years from now and be like, yeah, Ninja was right. But yeah, she killed it, man. Another great Losers Club member, dude, Eddie Kaspbrak. I was not a fan of Eddie in the novel. I thought he was all right. But in the miniseries, I was like, he's better than Stan, you know. But then, like, fucking this movie though, dude, just the banter between Richie and Eddie alone, I'd watch a whole movie of that. And he's probably like of all the 7 losers, Richie, Beverly, Bill, and Eddie are probably the most fleshed out characters of the 7 losers. And so even though we do learn stuff about the other 3, I'll get to them in a minute, but those 4 are like the more fleshed out members of the Losers Club and stuff. But Eddie just being scared of everything, man, like just how he is and stuff, dude, is, oh man, it was wonderful. It was glorious and stuff. And like I said, just the banter between him and Richie, I could watch a whole goddamn, like, I can't wait to see the blooper reels and stuff on the Blu-ray, man, because I know there's gonna be some funny shit. Alright, then we have Ben, and the thing I will say about Ben, and don't get me wrong, all the kids are great, every one of them, man, but then you get down to the last 3, and they're not as fleshed out as the other 4, because, and I don't know why that is, when they are, like, in the book, but I say, like, Ben is probably the most fleshed out of the last, like, Stan being the least. Like, it goes Ben, Mike, Stan. But, Ben, I tell you this, the kid that plays him, dude, that kid is going to fucking, like, just... you'll get attached to all these kids, man, but from the instant you see Ben and stuff, and his, like, obsession with New Kids on the Block and stuff, dude, like, it's gonna just catch, dude. You're just gonna be like, oh, that kid is adorable and stuff. And then you have Mike. Mike was cool, but just like he doesn't really show up. He's like in the very first, like at the scene that first shows them, like he's working with his granddad, who's Rufus from Supernatural. And he was also in The Leftovers. He was the one people's granddad that was in the afterlife with Kevin. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But fucking like, yeah, we see him. And his granddad pretty much just sets the stage for everything, like the whole, like, you be like them in the pen or be like us out here, and you won't know, and like you won't know it, you know, like somebody had put the bolt thing in your head and you won't know it, and you won't know they already made the choice for you until you feel the thing on your head and shit, and that comes back into, and that's pretty much the whole like allegory for this whole goddamn story, and shit. But yeah. Fucking, he's dope. Like Stan has some of the his fear. Stan has some of the creepy, like one of the creepiest encounters. So, like with that painting, like the painting person and stuff, man. Like that shit. Wow. But yeah, man, overall, these kids nailed it. They were fucking perfect and stuff. Now let's get to the man you all been waiting to hear me talk about, man. Bill Skarsgård. If you don't know who that is, he was on Hemlock Grove, and he's also, if you ever seen True Blood, Eric Northman, the vampire, the guy that plays him, Alexander Skarsgård, that's his little brother, is Pennywise, and stuff, right? So like, yeah, but so is he a good Pennywise or not? Yes, God, yes. This dude. You know what? I'm gonna say it right here, and I don't give a fuck. You can hate. You can go in the comments. You can say whatever you want. I really don't give a shit. This dude right here, a million times scarier than Tim Curry. This dude right here, goddamn. Now keep in mind, nothing really scares me and stuff, but this fucker is creepy. And I think at some points he has like ADD and stuff, man. Cause like, especially in the scene where he's talking to Georgie, and like he's talking to Georgie. And he's saying a bunch of lines, and all of a sudden he just trails off. Like he's like talking, he's like, and then he goes back to talking again. And it's like, wait, what? And stuff, man. But this dude is creepy as fuck. Like, yeah, like this is one of those things, man, where there's nothing I can say, dude, that's gonna do this justice. Like this is one of the things you have to see in person for yourself to understand. Like, this dude just gets it on every fucking level, man. Like, every fucking level. Like, whoa. And, dude, the part whenever he was in the house, man, on Nebolt Street, and Beverly stabbed him through the face. I think it's Beverly. Somebody, I think it's Beverly or, Mike. I can't remember who. Somebody stabbed him through the face with this iron rod. And he just turns around, and he's like, ah, and shit. And he's got this like weird childlike kind of, he's also got this kind of childlike quality. But one thing that does separate him from Tim Curry's version is, with this one you could tell he's been around for a long time and stuff, man. You could tell this dude is old as shit and stuff. But he's really weird, man. It's really weird. Like you really feel like you could actually have a conversation with him until he flips it on you and everything goes fucking crazy and shit. But yeah, man, he's amazing. I was totally blown away by this dude's performance. Just creepy as fuck. Like, creepy as all hell, man. Creepy as all hell, dude. I know a lot of people out there are gonna hate, oh no, it's Tim Curry forever. Tim Curry, he's the greatest because words. But it's like, dude, I'm sorry. If I'm comparing, I'm gonna do a video comparing these two one day, but I got to give it to the new one, man. Like, he was just way more vicious and stuff. But yeah, man, that dude all day. But yeah, they had a lot of set pieces. One thing I really liked is about the fears that the kids had. Each of the kids had. Whatever you, the crazy thing was when Pennywise himself shows up, there's no music. There's no music accompanying him. But when all the other stuff he's causing is happening, there's music. But whenever the clown visage shows up, nothing. Now there are some jump scares in this, and they are used very little, like very. They're not used like all the time, and they're actually clever spins. Like, there are a ton of horror cliches in this movie. But it's weird because it's like they do their own spin on these horror cliches. Like, there's two scenes that made me have a reaction. The first one was when they were in the house on Nebolt Street. I'm gonna get to this fucking house in a minute, but when they were in the house on Nebolt Street, the girl Betty Ripson, like she gets drugged. Like, she's laying there, and I think it's Eddie that's looking at her, and she gets drugged. Like say like this is her. Like, you can see like on the camera right here. Like, this is her. And like he sees her, and then she gets like drugged away like that and stuff. And then like when she gets drugged, man, I don't know why. Like, I knew that was fixing to happen, but like when it happened, I remember I was sitting there, and my body, like whenever she did it, my body went. And I was like, oh man. And I was like, why did I jump? Because I knew that was gonna happen. Like, I knew that was coming, right? But the one that did get me, and it got everybody in the theater, man. Like, everybody in my fucking theater like fucking like freaked out when this happened, is because there's one thing that's extremely cliche, and just when you think it's over, the shit keeps going. into some other crazier shit. But just the part, like, you know, I don't want to spoil it for you because, like, it's one of these. If I tell you about it, you'll be looking for it, and you have to see this shit for yourself because it comes out of nowhere, and you're really not expecting it, man. And I knew about it beforehand, like not that particular part, but I knew there was a jump scare in there like that. I knew about it, but I was so engrossed in the movie I forgot about it, and that's what's so and that's another reason to get you too, because what this movie does really good, this movie is like 2 hours and 15 minutes long, dude, but it does not seem like it, because this movie keeps your fucking attention from literally the moment it comes on to the fucking end of the movie, like end of the movie, till the fucking credits roll, dude. Like I was saying, like I want to stay and watch it again, man, like, cause I fucking love this movie, man. So but there, you know, like, and then they have all this stuff from the books, man, like Eddie and the Leper, the House on Neibolt Street, man, Patrick Hockstetter, fucking all that shit, dude, like. All this stuff from the books, man. If you're a book fan, this is your shit, you know. But yeah, man. Like, if there are a few things that kind of bother me, it was the whole bloody bathroom, like cleaning up the bloody bathroom. I was kind of just like, why? What the fuck? But I don't know why I was like that. I was just kind of, I don't know why that bothered me. I was kind of like, why do y'all clean up the bathroom? Like, you know, I mean, I get it, they have to clean the bathroom because it's fucking bloody and shit, but I was just kind of like, what the fuck is going, what the hell, what, why? That, and then, like, the whole, like, you had this, like, weird, like, love triangle. Yeah, it's in the book, and it's in the miniseries, too, between Ben, Beverly, and, Bill. But in this one, like, in the miniseries, they make it more, or, like, Ben sends her sends her the note, she thinks Bill wrote it, Bill's oblivious. It's kind of the same way here, but not as overt and stuff. And so, and then you have like Bill, like Ben's like pining for this chick like through the whole movie, and then like he kisses her to wake her up from the deadlight trance, and then at the end of the movie she ends up kissing Bill when they're going to wherever they're going next before they become adults. I don't, like, it was really weird, but yeah, that's just you know what I'm saying. That's just little nitpicks, man. Don't let that bother you, man. But the Georgie scene. Woo! That Georgie scene. Now, I've been saving this to the end because it's some shit. That whole first Georgie scene sets the tone for the entire movie. And yes, you get to see his arm get ripped off. But yeah, man, this movie was fucking amazing. I give it a 9 out of 10. I take off a half a point for each of those little nitpicks I had, but other than that, this movie was fucking phenomenal. I give it a 9 out of 10. If you haven't seen it yet... Oh, one more thing. We do get to see kids float. We actually get to see people float in this movie, so that was awesome. But, if you haven't seen it yet, man, get your ass down to the theater, man, and watch it. Or we might send it to your house and you'll float too. But nah, seriously, if you haven't seen it yet, man, go! I highly recommend get your ass to the theater and fucking watch it. Or if you've seen it already, what are you waiting on? Let's go watch it again. Fuck. But yeah, man, 9 out of 10, fucking amazing movie. And shit. And as always, motherfuckers, I can't put the ending, but just know that I hate every one of y'all, and I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else.